Hi, my name is Belusiwe and Mpho. I'm a final year civil engineering science student at the University of Johannesburg, Auckland Park campus. I'm from Mpumalanga, a small town called Nas.
Hi, my name is Mpho. I'm doing civil engineering science in UJ. I'm doing my fourth year.
A project or practical that made me feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be was a project we had for strength of materials, where we had to do beam bending experiments. And in that experiment, we were supposed to convert an equation into a different form so we can then solve the next few steps. My group member and I were having troubles converting that equation and trying to solve these problems, and we met on a Saturday to try and figure this out. And with every iteration of us trying and failing, we got closer and closer to the solution. And her part would complement mine, and we were able to then come to a conclusion and solve this problem. So the back and forth process of failure, success, it really made me feel like I am where I'm supposed to be, because at the end of the day we were able to solve it and come up with a comprehensive report.
A project that made me feel like this is where I'm meant to be has to be a project that I was working on earlier this year with 5 other women I did not know of prior to the project. So we were working on solving one of South Africa's concerning social issue currently, which is the safety of women. So we developed a system that integrated safe spaces and AI to create facilities for women that they can use and feel safer using. This experience really stood out for me. It was very grounding, and I guess this is the project that made me feel like, yeah, this is where I am. This is where I have to be. This is where I belong.
The reason why I chose my course, it had to do with a small road project that was going on back at home. I was in grade 6 and I was confused. So I did what every young boy would do, go to their father. And I asked him, so what's going on over there? What are they doing? And he explained to me that these types of projects involve a lot of calculations, a lot of experiments, a lot of trial and error. And he explained to me that the people who do those types of projects are civil engineers. And that was the first time I consciously heard about the phrase civil engineer. And a few months down the line, a teacher of mine asked me what I want to be. I had forgotten the term, so I said, I want to be a road builder. The teacher corrected me and said, no, that's a civil engineer. And it further made me feel like, no, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And then a few months down the line, continuing with high school, I forgot about it, just focusing on getting good results, so on and so forth. And luckily, my dad had done the applications for me and had included civil engineering. So in second year, then that's when I realized that no, this is actually the thing that grade 6 me wanted to do. So that's basically the story behind that.
Why did I choose my course? For me, civil engineering was never the plan, honestly. Because of circumstances, applying late for varsity and getting into UJ, civil engineering was the most viable option for me at the time, and I qualified for it, so I applied for it. So in retrospect, I'd say the cause chose me. So after first year, that's when the question of me deciding whether or not I'm staying here came in, right? And seeing that I'm still here, it was a yes.
The most surprising thing about university and my course was the amount of work. There's a lot of work to do and so little time. So in high school, we are spoon-fed a lot of these things, a lot of this information. We do a question paper from start to finish in class, but then when you get here, you need to figure out these things on your own. You need to take the initiative to ask your lecturer questions, to ask how to solve problems, and to make your own schedule. So an experience that stood out for me was in first year, where we were supposed to come up with a pre-practical report, and I found out on the day of the practical that this is what I'm supposed to do, and I had to sit down and come up with the pre-practical report before the practical slot. Luckily, one of my classes had been cancelled, so I was able to then produce that pre-practical report before the actual practical started. So it all boils down to time management. If you're able to manage your time properly, you'll be fine.
What surprised me the most about my course has to be the amount of workload. I'm still getting surprised till date. It's crazy, man. Another thing would be how broad the field actually is. And most of the career paths lead to money, so hey, yeah.